Welcome back to Art and Soul. I'm Tristan Cole, painter, illustrator, teacher, sound healer, yogi, and a woman who has lived many creative lives inside one lifetime. Today's episode is tender, it's vulnerable, it's also full of hope and color. And today I want to talk about something that many artists carry deep in their bones: the way love shapes us, bruises us, awakens us, and especially the courage it takes to open our hearts again after they've been broken. Divorce is a strange kind of grief. It doesn't just end a relationship. It ends a version of yourself that existed inside that relationship. When I went through my divorce, I didn't just lose a partner. I lost a sense of stability, a sense of identity, a sense of the world I had worked so hard to build. I had 2 children depending on me, a career that was shifting beneath my feet, and a heart that felt like it had turned to glass, fragile, transparent, and ready to shatter at the slightest pressure. And during that time, my art changed. My colors darkened, my lines tightened, my strokes became controlled, almost afraid of taking up space. Looking back, I realized my heart wasn't just broken, it was hiding. But art is honest. It mirrors us, even when we don't want it to. Healing didn't happen all at once. It wasn't a lightning bolt or a sudden awakening. It was slow, subtle, and quiet. It showed up in tiny moments. A morning where I felt calm for the first time in months. A painting session where my brush finally moved freely again. A color palette that brightened without me forcing it. A laugh I didn't expect. A deep breath that didn't hurt. Sometimes healing is not a choice. It's a gentle surrender. Little by little, my heart started opening. Not to someone else, but to myself. And that was the most important part. Because before we can open our hearts to love again, we have to open our hearts to our own truth. And then love arrived. Not in a dramatic, sweeping movie-style way, not in a perfect choreographed moment. It arrived quietly, gently, patiently. It came in the form of someone who saw me, my art, my spirit, my journey, my wounds, and didn't try to fix me or rescue me or shape me into something else. They simply held space, and something beautiful happened. My art softened, my palette shifted, my strokes loosened, my colors brightened. Love didn't change my art, it expanded it. It gave me space to breathe, to risk again, to try again, to believe again. Opening my heart again didn't just change my relationships, it changed my creativity. Love, real love, doesn't take energy from you. It gives you energy. It doesn't restrict your creativity. It frees it. It doesn't quiet your spirit. It amplifies it. And this is something many artists forget. Love is a powerful muse, not because it inspires us to paint pictures of romance, but because it allows us to feel safe. And when we feel safe, we create from authenticity instead of fear. Love helps us take risks in our work, try new colors, imagine new worlds, express without hiding, tell the truth on the canvas. When your heart is open, your art becomes fearless. Opening your heart after heartbreak is an act of bravery, but opening your heart as an artist, that is another layer of courage entirely. To love again is to be seen again, to be vulnerable again, and to risk again. But something magical happens when you allow yourself to be seen. Your true creative voice emerges. It's no longer trying to impress. It's no longer trying to protect itself. It's no longer creating from fear of judgment. It creates from the soul. And that kind of art, the art that comes from an open heart, is the most powerful art you will ever make. Take a slow breath in and exhale softly. Place one hand over your heart if it feels comfortable. Feel the warmth beneath your palm. Feel the rise and fall. Feel the soft pulse. Steady, patient, alive. Imagine a soft pink light glowing in your chest. Warm, open, bright. This is your creative heart. This is your emotional truth. This is your courage. Now whisper to yourself gently, "My heart is safe. My art is safe. I am safe to be seen." Take one more deep breath and let it all settle with tenderness. Thank you for sharing this intimate space with me today. Opening our hearts again, especially after they've been broken, is one of the bravest things we can do as artists and as people. But vulnerability is not weakness. It's strength, it's honesty, and it's connection. And it's the birthplace of our most meaningful art. Until next time, be gentle with your heart, trust its rhythm, and remember, love expands your art, and you deserve to be seen. Fully, openly, and beautifully.